Hi everyone, this is Bella from Unlock Your Design. Let's take a quick look at the astro weather for February 16th. We still have the two main events I showed you yesterday, the Sun and Saturn in gate 30. So the Sun shining on our responsibility and how that is connected to our desire. Are we slaves under our desire, or are we allowing that desire, that longing to move us forward into the future, into Aquarius, into life that is more aligned with our true self? Then we have Venus and Neptune in gate 36, the gate of crisis. This is a very emotional energy here in Pisces. The turbulence, the crisis, the dark night of the soul even can be a portal, because Neptune comes with that more spiritual, higher octave of love, higher octave of Venus. That is a little bit in conflict with the fact that the moon is going into Capricorn. The moon doesn't really like to be in Capricorn because there isn't a lot of space for emotionality. Instead, when the moon goes into Capricorn for the next 2.5 days, we're asked to be grounded. We're asked to look at our resources, our productivity, make plans, organize, get ahead with things, have the long-term view. So a balance here between the emotionality of gate 36 and the moon being in Capricorn. In the gene key chart, we see that we have an activation sequence that's made up of the fire starter archetype, the water goddess archetype, the powerhouse archetype, and the influencer archetype. In human design, we call this the right angle cross of contagion. So recognition of feelings, saying yes, power skills, and contribution are the 4 gates. Your cross carries the energy of desire and to experience what you desire. You are the one who tries new things out. It is your impulse. The rest of us benefit by the results of your experience, for good or for bad. You also carry the energy that wants to say yes. You may need to manage this tendency, or you will be overwhelmed by all your commitments. And in Ross' Red Book, the explanation of the cross, innocent instruments of fate who can step in and unexpectedly change the fate of others through experience, discovery, and learning. Going back to the gene key chart, we see we have a 4-6 day. The 4th line in the evolution has that challenge of anxiety. That has to do with the fact that we both have Venus and Neptune in the 36, the gate of crisis, and also the moon that has that pressure in Capricorn to be efficient, to move forward. And we have to balance that. What the 4th line needs to do is to tune into the heart, into our inner fire here with the 30, and do what we really love doing. That's when the anxiety starts to melt away. And with the 29 in the evolution, it has to do with only saying yes to things that are a full body yes. The things where we feel that sacral center with the 9th gene key is like lighting up and feeling regenerated. There can be a bit of that squirrel energy when we have an aspect between Mars and Mercury in air signs. And Mars is how we act in the world. So vocation in the 45 and EQ in the 35, which are both Gemini, could have us lose focus a little bit. So we want to be attentive to that kind of corruption, where we're saying yes to things that aren't necessarily of value for us. The 14 and the 8 is the last day we have that here in the radiance and the purpose, which is how we create core stability. The 14 and the 8 are part of that middle pillar. The 14 is part of the channel of the beat, the keeper of the keys, and the 8 is part of the channel of creativity. So a way to create core stability is to tune into our own creativity, our own inner pulse, and that's also how we're not going to feel so pulled between things on the outside. Big perspective and innocence are still activations here in the Pearl and the Culture. That's the law of Jupiter. That's what can support us through these quite turbulent times. Those are the main energies for Thursday. I also want to remind you that you can still apply for Sovereign, our mastermind. This is an upgrade of our Business by Design program. It's 6 intensive modules, 5 weeks each, where we're weaving human design, gene keys, and astrology through 20 particular planetary and astrological activations that you have in your birth chart. So it's specific and unique to you. You work with your own activations. It makes a lot of sense to be part of the whole program, where you get the business alchemy part, the first 3, and then the business impact part. What is also coming up is our second masterclass on foundational astrology. And here we're looking at the Pisces energy as the sun is going into Pisces. It's a 90-minute masterclass where we're creating a roadmap so you can use this energy in your life, in your business, and also understand what are the gene keys and the human design gates that are Pisces gates. We're doing 12 of those, and at the end of the year, you're going to know everything you need to know about the 12 signs, the 12 houses, and 9 planets. See you here soon again. Bye for now.